Hi, I'm Joseph, co-founder of the Abundant Culture Fund, and today we are getting ready to analyze an investment opportunity that can help you grow your retirement income faster and with less risk. So a lot of people don't know that they can actually use small business acquisitions in order to fund their retirement income. And I believe it's actually the best retirement vehicle because it not only generates way more income than other assets, like you'll see later on in this video, but I believe if you have the right team in place, it's also less risky as well. So if you take a look at my screen, you'll see a custom golf cart builder business for sale. I thought this one was like super cool because it's like I see a lot of businesses. So like I'm usually not surprised by stuff, but I've never heard of a golf cart builder business. And if you think about it, it's common sense. Somebody has to build the golf carts. But that was like the first thing that stood out to me about this business. So I thought that was really cool. Um, the other thing that stood out to me about this business is that the owner's main responsibility is administration, and he already has somebody in the business running it on a day-to-day basis. So that's really good because administrative work is pretty simple to outsource a lot of times. And if there's already a management structure in place in a business, then it's really, really easy to come into it and just take it to the next level. So that is really cool. I didn't know that the golf cart business is a $1,000,000,000, $6 million market. So that was definitely new to me, for sure. And a lot of people, I knew that people use golf carts to get around on the golf course, but people are also using them as environmentally conscious vehicles just for everyday life. I had no clue that was going on, but that's really cool because if you think about it, that opens up a whole new market for the product of golf carts. So that is really, really cool. I like that a lot. It has 7 employees. Wow, the building is 19,000 square feet, and they own the real estate. Impressive. And the reason why they're selling is because he just wants to simplify his life. If you're a business owner and you work in the business, things can, be stressful at times. And a lot of times, business owners, when they're selling, it's not because they want the money from selling. It's because they just want to focus on other things in life. So um, it's really good to know that you can pick up those type of opportunities from people. Um. Oh, and another thing that stood out is the seller is prepared to stay on for up to 1 year, which is pretty unique because I think, a seller should stay on with the business for as long as it takes to transition it. But most people just don't offer 1 year of staying on up front. So that's pretty incredible. So let's look into the numbers now. The asking price is $600,000. They have a gross revenue of 2.3 million. They have an EBITDA of $273,000 and a cash flow of $336,000. So remember when I said, usually EBITDA is higher and cash flow is lower. I don't know why it gets flip flopped sometimes, or it seems to be getting flip flopped sometimes, but usually I go with the higher number, which I know it sounds optimistic to go with the higher number, but if you just understand how EBITDA works and how cash flow works, EBITDA is literally almost all the time going to be higher. I can't even actually think of a time where EBITDA is not going to be higher. So usually in cases like this where EBITDA is lower and cash flow is higher, I'll just go with the cash flow. Um, so with the inventory, they have $350,000 of inventory, which is crazy, and they also have uh, $500,000 worth of real estate with the business, and it's been established since 2015. So, and as I figured, they're not including the inventory with the asking price, which I think is just I don't know why people do that, but they do. It's, it's up to them. You're gonna have to buy the real estate anyway. But yeah, let's look at what this business looks like if my fund were to pick it up as an investment, and what it would make for our investors, basically. So, if you take a look at this calculator, it has a whole bunch of numbers on it. I just want you to worry about the color coded ones because that's specifically what my investors will be making. I use this to help me make very sound investment decisions on the behalf of the fund. Uh, so, there's a whole bunch of numbers that I care about that most people won't care about. So, just focus on the color coded aspect of the spreadsheet. So as you can see, I put in the asking price of $600,000 and it cash flows $336,000. And if we bought that business for all cash, not using any financial leverage, and we didn't even grow the company, our investors would make 41% on their money just from the cash flow, which is pretty impressive. And as a dollar amount, that would be $246,000 per year. The returns that small businesses are able to generate from acquisitions is just unmatched. I haven't seen any other asset class that is able to generate 41% in cash flow, not growth in cash flow, just cash flow. You can grow this business to like double the revenue and the net profit of this business, and your return would be insane. And that's actually something that me and my group has actually done before. So let's take a look at this business from the standpoint of comparing it to traditional retirement income assets. uh, the main assets that I compare it to is stocks, bonds, and multifamily real estate. And when I did research, when you don't use any type of financial leverage and when you don't factor in growth, the income that you're going to generate from those assets are going to be around 6% or less. So if you invested $500,000 into those three assets, stocks, bonds, or multifamily real estate, and then use leverage, then factor in growth, your income would be $30,000 a year. Now, if you invest that same $500,000 into the Abundant Culture Fund, um, and into a deal like that in the Abundant Culture Fund, your annual income in retirement would be $205,000. Jesus Christ, this is crazy. Off of the same $500,000, it's it's insane. That is a difference of $175,000. That's $175,000 extra money that you can make every single year off of the same investment just by investing it into Abundant Culture Fund, uh, into that type of deal. An extra 107. That just sounds crazy. An extra 175 a year. That's insane. So that equates to a 683% increase in income with the Abundant Culture Fund, which is 6.8 times more. And let's say you had a goal of just making $60,000 a year in income in your retirement. With traditional assets, you have to invest $1,000,000. With an asset like the one we just saw inside of the Abundant Culture Fund, in order to generate that same $60,000 a year in income, you only have to invest $146,000 into retirement. Imagine basically being able to retire off $146,000. My question to you is, how long will it take you to invest $1,000,000, or how long has it taken you to invest $1,000,000 compared to how long would it take you to invest 146,000? You do the math on that and you tell me. And really what that equates to is that's $853,000 of cash that you no longer have to invest in retirement if you don't want to. That means you get to retire off of $853,000 less investment. It means that you have $853,000 of money that you can do whatever you want with. Pay for your kids' education, your grandkids' educations, Heck, you could pay for some random stranger's education, give it all to charity, whatever you want to do with. I believe getting to financial freedom as quick as possible is super important. And I don't think there's a vehicle out there that can get you there faster than investing in small businesses with the Abundant Culture Fund. So that pretty much concludes our analysis for today. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you're somebody who wants to double your retirement income in less time with less investment, less risk, and less fees, reach out to us at abundantculturefund.com. And if you're somebody, a small business owner who you just want to sell your business so you can focus on that next phase in your life, also reach out to us at theabundantculturefund.com. Thank you and have a great day.